Hello, everybody. This is Greldan speaking. To you from Kingdom 629, New Kingdom, on my main account here. And today, people have started getting some mail that a lot of people don't like, and a lot of people like. It's a complicated subject to me. This server, from what I know of, and my other server 612 have not received the mail. They might have, but nobody's mentioned it. I have not personally received this mail, but I've went through it a couple of times. Now, I'm going to go on open up my line, because this is where I received the news. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I saved everything into my keep, and here it is. It says, the title of it is A New Way to War Plunder Limit. My lord, recently there have been many stirrings in the world of war and order. We've heard that many lords are wondering about the new plunder limit that's gone online recently. We are here today to share with everyone the specific settings for each level of plunder limit. The plunder limit affects only each lord's daily plunder on their own server. It will not affect resource plundering during cross-server events. The limit is reset each day at 0 hours server time. That's server reset, by the way. The most important thing to note is that the plunder limit will not affect any normal player's growth. Instead, it is meant only to protect the realm's balance. The relationship between castle levels and daily plunder limit is as follows. Level 1, food limit 1 mil, wood limit 1 mil, stone limit 200,000, iron limit 100,000, and it goes on. It's the same, it's that way it looks till about, if I can get rid of that, there we go. It's that way till level 5, and then level 6 to 7, it looks like it's the same. Let this load. Yeah, wrong one there. That's jumping up. Okay, so 6 to 9 is 2,000 food, 2,000 wood, 2 million food, 2 million wood, 400,000 stone, 200,000 iron, and from 10 to 15, hold on. So from 10 to 11, it's 3 mil, and it goes up. I'm looking into the level 15 and 18 range, because those are where my mains are at on both servers. This can hinder farms. People who have farm a lot of farm castles, like me. I have 7 farms on 629. I have 4 on 612, and the farm limit the plunder limit is going to hinder that greatly, if you ask me. But at the same time, it can also help small players from continually getting attacked and raided by spenders. People who spend a lot, they do tend to attack. They do tend to attack small players to get their resources for their higher levels. It's just how it is, and that's how it's going to be. But now with this plunder limit, it can help with that. With this plunder limit, it can put an end to the bullies, in a sense. Now, I asked a few of my friends in game to send me some comments on what this is. They didn't actually send any personal messages like I asked. I accidentally closed out a line, did not mean that. But I do have some of their comments in our main line chat for there. Not this one. Some people don't understand it. Some people understand it pretty well. So the main comment is from one of my alliance members here. It says, or she says, I think it's great, honestly, because like Grim, who's a big spender, he goes around and clears alliances and plunders over 50 million resources and jumps 2 castle levels. That's a big deal. And if I scroll up to where they actually started talking about it, this is where they started, right about here. Alright, somebody said slowing down growth or making people spend more on gems instead of making farms. Somebody said it's about time. Even if you spend gems, there probably will end up slowing that down too. It will start evening out the players. We will see who the real players are and who the spenders are. I see it more like a way to make us buy resources directly to War and Order. Somebody else says keeping realms balanced so you don't have one person at level 22 and everyone else at level 10. If you can only plunder that amount, how on earth would you upgrade your castles? Right now it's easy, but when you're trying to get to C26, you'll have to save for months. More personal alliance stuff, or buy resource crates. Somebody says, yeah, but we have some strong players. And that's more personal stuff. Try to find. Okay. I meant about the plunder limit. You got enough, or do you need more? Gotta save the crates for big push in castle to 26. That's my savings account for 26, right? I save all 100k crates of food, stone, and wood. A good strategy. This is where our alliance member sent all the rest of that stuff. More screenshots doesn't look so bad. It's for resource sellers, which is a good point there, because resource sellers will they'll sell a farm castle with millions of resources in it and just port it beside an alliance that bought it, and then the alliance clears it out. Stops people stocking right up ready. What it's annoying is that they put a rule for the resources you can plunder, but not for the amount of money you can spend. So obviously developers showed they only care about the money. Makes sense though. You can make 20 farms and never spend a dime. Game would shut down if everyone did that. Just true. Well, I don't have any farms on the other realms. All my castles were being upgraded by farming and attacking. I know people who have 15 farms and still spend stupid amounts of money, which is all true. Alright, and the daily plunder limit, so useless. They spend a ton. They won't be able to speed up the speed level 3 castle levels in an hour. People are now, like Crusader Dom here, he mentioned, I have never seen a game make a change like that midstream. Which is true. Like, no major game has ever issued a plunder limit that anybody is aware of. So if you've seen a game that did that, please leave a comment with the name of the game for me so I can clear all this up, and so I can actually get some more data and try to come to terms with how people got over the server reset or the plunder limit while they're trying to level and they have a lot of farms. So please do that if you know of a game that did that. So at server reset they can plunder more. Just clear your farms right before server reset, which is one way around it as well. People are saying it's because the realms are unbalanced, and then people in tickets saying how they can't grow. They have done probably 100 updates and changes in 2 years. When I started, we didn't even have Elite Adventures, Dragons, Pandas, or Pegasus. The daily alliance gifts in the embassy. There have been so many changes, and when I started, C30 was max. So there you guys have it. And this plunder limit, like once it's fully in effect, people will start realizing it, and it does make sense why they are doing it for multiple reasons. The resource sellers, the big spenders that are going around killing alliances, especially on new servers. I can't stand that. Um, and it helps, yes, but it also hurts when it comes to the growth of those smaller castles because they can't attack their farms like they should be. They don't get the resources like they should be, and it hurts that because the whole game is about growth. When you start growing, you start achieving, and when you start achieving, you get things done, and you actually have fun. But now with the resource plunder limit, it can take away a lot of that time of growing and hinder the fun. That's my personal opinion. Not that I don't fully agree with the plunder limit, because I do, due to the big bullies and spenders that I mentioned earlier. That's a big deal to me, so I do kind of like this, but at the same time, I have 7 farms. Alright, my 7 farms poop out 26 mil a day. Alright, well, they can if I were to actually set everything up and go through that process. Like, I then can't plunder that 26 mil because I can't, like, my daily plunder limit was only, what, 14K or 14 mil? So it's tricky, but I'm sure there's ways around it, and I do plan to find them. And stay tuned to my channel because I will be finding them for you guys. Anyways, this is Greldan checking out. Please feel free to leave a like and a subscription, or any comments you have on this video. Anything else you might find as far as the plunder limit goes. Keep in mind as well that the plunder limit has gone into effect, and it will start affecting your all's growth at some point in the game. And also keep in mind that this is still one of the best games I've encountered, and there is only 2 years that this game has been around, and it's just that awesome to me. And even though this plunder limit I don't fully like, I'm still going to continue to play, I'm still going to continue to grow, and I'm still going to continue to learn, and I'm still going to continue to make these videos. So once again, feel free to subscribe, and you'll see the next video coming out soon. I plan to make a time attack video next. I'll be doing that on my C18 in the upcoming week. They're finally doing the first kill event on 612. And yeah, I look forward to it. Just continue to have fun and have fun warring. Greldan out.